Hi Gemini, and welcome to your Lovescope for May 2020. Let's get right into your reading and see what the love vibes are going on for all the Geminis out there. And I'll try to pull in several different messages just depending on your different circumstances and situations. All right, so we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Next is release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And chemistry. There's a strong magnetic connection here. All right. So the main message coming through is definitely about something from the past here, because we have the ex going on, or some of you could be in a relationship with somebody that, you know, it's not the best relationship. It could be a little toxic, because this is past, present, and future. And so for some of you, I see this is a person that you are going back and forth with. And here, as you watch this reading or just prior to this reading, there's a decision that needs to be made. Like, okay, it's over, I'm done. And then you move into the present, and now we're wavering. Do I want to go back, or do I want to move forward? And, you know, the advice of the spirit guides here is it's time to release this energy, because now look at what happens. We move into chemistry. This is going into the near future. So for some Geminis out there, this is a very complicated back and forth, flaky situation. And it's like, okay, it's over. I don't know if that's what I really want. And, you know, here you are back all lovey-dovey, because there's a very strong connection. There's a lot of chemistry and passion between the two of you. So Gemini, those of you that story really resonates, your spirit guides are saying maybe it's time to make a different decision and stick with it and, you know, move on. We're going to pull more cards to gain more insight. And now for other Geminis out there, what I see is kind of a similar message, but this is where in the past a relationship has ended. You have gone separate ways, and now here you are in the present, really kind of wavering, unsure. Do I want that person back? Am I over that person? Am I ready to move forward? So you're kind of wavering. However, there's a new connection coming in, or there's another connection already existing where you do have a strong attraction towards that person and them towards you. And it is time to release this ex, this past energy, at least for now, and move into this new connection that's coming in, or this offer that's sitting there for you, but you're kind of still looking at the past. I don't see a whole lot of message here for those of you who are in union, in a happy union, unless you're still very much hung up on an ex. And if you are, it's time to let that go and really fall in to your current situation. So let's pull some more cards and look at the energy of you as well as the other person coming through in this reading. All right, so we have other influences and loyalty. All right, so Gemini, those of you where you are dealing with this very complicated situation where it's like we break up, we make up, back and forth, up and down, in and out, we're not speaking, we're back together, you know, just that relationship, there's no real stability to it from what I'm feeling. And what I see is one person in this connection is very loyal and true to it, but the other person in this connection is not so much, is not vested into this relationship in the same capacity. There's a lot of outside influences that are impacting this person and their ability to fully connect into this relationship, and that's why there's a lot of back and forth with this person. All right, so again, I do see see any sort of conflict or breakup that you have, like you guys work it out by the end of May. But do you want the cycle to repeat? And that's just what I see in this situation, because there's a lot of external interference, all right? And then those of you where this person is out of your life, but you're having a hard time letting go, moving on, should you move on? Absolutely, you should move on, because there's, again, a lot of external interference and influence in this situation, and Spirit's trying to move you into a relationship that it has a very firm foundation, is loyal, is equal, is loving and giving, and it will have a chemistry and passion in it, you know, very similar to what you feel for this person that you're still like waiting on or looking at. It's like, just set that aside. There's so much other energies going on, and look at what Spirit's trying to bring in, or what's being offered to you at this time. All right, let's pull some more cards. Okay, broken heart, missing you, remorse, 5, excuse me, 5 of emotions. Now we have a messenger of thoughts, telepathic messages, and messenger of emotions, messages from the heart. All right, again, those of you that have had a recent breakup or a fight, a disconnection with this complicated situation, here it is. Recent past are coming into this reading. Brokenhearted, I'm missing you, and even though we are apart, there's this telepathic, empathic connection. You feel them, they feel you, which makes it very hard for you to let go and move on. And then here it is, where you guys are working it out, message from the heart. However, there, you got to remember, like, what causes this, and this, you know, disconnection, distortion, disorder within your relationship is because of these external influences. And even though we miss each other, we don't want to fight, it doesn't take away that this energy still exists, and you don't want to repeat the same cycle. Now, those of you where you're completely broken up from this person, you're just kind of waiting around, you really don't know, is it time to move on? Are they coming back? This is what I see. Here it is. We broke up. There's a broken heart here. You're feeling sad. You're missing them. You still, in the present, feel a strong connection to them, all right, with this telepathic messages. And again, there's somebody new. All right, with the messenger of emotions, there is somebody new that is already in your life or just about to enter. And if they're already in your life, it's like you're not giving them a chance because you're still looking at the past. And this is going to be so much happiness for you. All right, now look at this, completion. It is the time for this X in you to be over for now, and you to move on to other things. Whoa, and look at right here, journey's end, acceptance, breakup, transformation, and lastly, divine masculine and flames, creative, intense, magnetic. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, but the two strongest stories I'm getting here for you guys is where, you know, you're in this really weird relationship that it just kind of goes back and forth, or you're completely broken up and you're very hung up or unsure if you should wait around or just move on. Those are the two strongest messages. Nothing else is coming through for you guys. So those of you that have broken up with this person and we've been in separation, it is time to let go and move on. And you know, this is just a general reading, and when I say let go and move on, that doesn't mean that someday you guys won't reconnect, but right now or anytime soon, Spirit's like, no, your energies are very much out of alignment, and you have completed your, you know, initial soul contract. There could be more to come, but for now, your initial soul contract has been completed, and there's again a lot of interference. And here, even though you are broken up, it is time to accept that. And, you know, just depending on how deep this bond went, you'll always be somewhat connected, you know, to them, and you'll always feel them from time to time. But it is over. It's time to release this ex. You know, we have released the ex, completion, and journey's end. I mean, that's a ×3. And I always ask for spirit for a sign ×3, the same sign. Release the ex, completion, journey's end. That's ×3. Why? Because you have this new relationship that is coming in or is already knocking on your door. And it could be fire energy. It could be water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag. However, what I see with this is a very passionate, emotional connection. There is physical chemistry and connection. There's emotional chemistry and connection. The conversation is good, and you both are on equal ground. You are seeking the same thing, and this is a relationship that could really blossom and turn into something magnificent. So if there is, you know who this person is, trying to get your attention, trying to be in your life, but you're still looking at the past, it may be a good idea to finally give this person a chance, an opportunity, because I see a lot of happiness for you. All right. If you don't know this person, they're going to come into your life, and it's just going to be such a magnetic, intense connection. You'll let this go pretty easily once you move into that, I promise. All right, those of you where this is more of this back and forth situation, it is like, okay, we broke up, we decided it's over, here we are in the present where we still feel each other, we miss each other, it's hard to accept this, so let's talk, let's meet. And then this cycle repeats again because there's this external energy. And you know, there is another opportunity on the horizon for you as well, because this here is like a new relationship I see coming in. But for many of you, this is where you are making up with this person. You just keep repeating this cycle over and over and over, and it always ends the same. Okay, and then I miss you, I'm sorry, let's work this out. And I just, Gemini, I don't feel like you can you know, go through this much longer. Let's pull some more cards. All right, compromise, flow, harmony, opposites attract, and masculine flame, enlightened, evolved, yang. So you do have very strong fire energy coming through, Sagittarius, Aries, and then here is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Could have a Scorpio right there, and then a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces right there. So those of you hung up on the ex, unsure about the ex, Gemini, you've got to do you. You've got to do what you feel is best for you. But my goodness, I see as somebody who is ready, able, and capable to love you, to offer you a real relationship that has stability and honesty to it. And this person is ready. They are ready, with them coming through as the masculine flame, enlightened and evolved yang. So if this is not a male energy, you know, as a female, this would be somebody who is very strong and independent on her own. She can handle her own business. She doesn't need anybody to take care of anything. A relationship for her is a decision, like something to complement her life, not something to sustain her life or to bring her status or anything like that. No, it's truly a decision of the heart to complement her life because she has it together. She's holding it down. And if this is a masculine energy, it's the same exact message. Somebody who is very decisive and puts action, doesn't give up until they win. A very competitive, very ambitious energy, but a lot of heart, this person, and they're mature, they're ready to settle down, they're ready to give something real, but they want a person who is equally aligned to that energy, who wants to be in it as much as they are. And This here is the relationship that is trying to knock on the door of you singles out there that are like really hung up on this ex. And based on this reading, I would say just let this go for now. Ask your spirit guides to help you release, make the decision. Yes, I'm ready to let the ex go for now and move into new energy, this beautiful energy that you're talking to me about. I'm ready for this. This is what I want. This is what I choose. And watch what happens. Watch how much progress you start making forward to letting this ex go, because many times the reason why we are hung up on an ex for so long is because we keep ourselves in limbo. Are we going to get back together? Should I move on? Should I forgive? What do I do? What do I do? But when you finally make the decision, you know what? I'm over this. I want real love. I want a connection in my life. I want something that's viable and has a future. Things just change. So those of you that are really caught up on the sex, there's just a lot of external influence and interference, and you're better off deciding, okay, I'm going to let this go for now, and I'm going to open my heart to this chemistry, this magic person who knows what they want and is not afraid to go for it and has a beautiful heart. And this heart isn't filled with a bunch of emotional baggage. This is a heart that's ready and open to love you. All right. Now, Gemini, those of you in this back and forth connection, I'm going to pull some cards specifically because like I said, I see we're broken up, we're fighting, we're arguing, but you guys are making up before the end of May. You guys are definitely working it out. So I'm going to pull some cards about that. Although I feel there's this other relationship trying to come in for you. Okay, Two of Roses, distorted energy, pressure, scarcity. Ace of Thoughts, breakthrough, confessions, illumination. And the Novice, new emotion, new cycle, new path. Okay, so the Novice would be the Fool, and the completion would be the universe, the world. And what I see here is that same cycle. You guys wear each other down because the energy between the two of you, it's very out of balance. It's distorted. We break up, but then we miss each other. I want to change. I want to do this. I'll do better. I'll do that. And then boom, the cycle repeats once again. So Gemini, again, you've got to do what you feel is best for you. This is just a general reading, but what I see is those of you in this really back and forth connection, you are making up. You're in that honeymoon phase once again by the end of May, but it's like rinse, wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat is like you're just in the same cycle, and that's what these cards say. So there it is. I'm sorry, I don't like to deliver bad messages, but with completion, journeys end, and release the ex, it's like it's time to let the past go and let this new energy in. And man, there is this beautiful relationship and connection trying to show up right there, Gemini. You've just got to decide if that's what you want, or you want to continue with this ex energy or with this person that's just back and forth, all right? The choice is always yours. So those are your messages. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.